Guys, so today I'm finally going to be doing my overview on BB creams. And first of all, I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to get this video up. I really wanted to be able to thoroughly sort of test these BB creams out and get my own impressions so that I could tell you guys more thoroughly who I think these BB creams will be good for as far as skin type and skin tone. I didn't want to just kind of throw them up here and just be like, oh, this is a great one, you know, and then move on to the next one. I wanted to really be able to help you guys out when it comes to choosing one for yourself. So that's why it took me so long to get this video up. So for all of you that have been patiently waiting for this video, thank you so much. So let's just start off first of all with what a BB cream is. So a BB cream stands for Babyliss Balm or Blemish Balm. And basically, as far as I know, they were first created in Germany to use on plastic surgery patients for their aftercare, to sort of help rejuvenate their skin, heal their skin, that sort of thing. And then they sort of caught on in Korea. One really famous Korean actress was wearing the BB creams in a few of her movies, and the secret got out. You know, some of her fans found out that she was using a BB cream. You know, they had no idea what it was. They all wanted to get their hands on it, and the phenomenon just sort of blew up over in Asia. And so while they're not as popular here in the United States, I think that they are a trend that could easily become popular here because I think they're fabulous. Now, most BB creams have 4 properties. Not all BB creams, but these are the 4 properties that most BB creams will contain. The first being that they are a makeup primer, so you don't have to use a primer. They're going to act as your makeup primer, so they're a very good base. They are also going to act as a moisturizer for your skin. Also going to provide you with some kind of skin coverage. Most BB creams contain an SPF, so you're not going to need any sunscreen on your face. And then lastly, they're going to act as both your foundation and your concealer, so you're going to get really nice makeup coverage with the BB creams. So they're definitely a multi-purpose product. Typically you'll get all 4 of those things in one BB cream. So you're not going to have to apply sunscreen, primer, foundation, concealer, and a moisturizer, all 4 of those products. You're going to get all 4 in one. Now, a lot of the BB creams are also going to contain either firming or whitening properties. The whitening properties are just to sort of balance out your skin tone and neutralize any discoloration that you have. They're not going to have you come out looking like powder or something. I mean, it's not going to like dye your face white or bleach your skin. It's just really going to help you to get rid of some of maybe your acne scars or any kind of just overall ruddiness or discoloration in your complexion. So the whitening is a good thing. And then of course a lot of them also claim that they have firming properties or you know, wrinkle protection properties to just sort of get rid of some of your fine lines and that sort of thing. So they're definitely an interesting product. I have, let's see, how many do I have? I have 9 here to show you. 2 of them I purchased in full size, and 3 of them here I received from imomoko.com, and they're all legere. I showed all of these in a haul. You can check out that video if you like. And then the last 4 are all samples that my friend Jessica Lee 422 here on YouTube sent to me. She sort of shares in my BB cream obsession, and she has a lot. So she sends me like little jars with samples in them so that I can try them. So these are the 9 that I'm going to show you. First of all, I want to tell you guys that as far as skin type, I am a combination skin. I can get dry in the winter time. I can get dry patches like around my mouth and on my cheeks sometimes. I have a very oily T-zone, you know, so I do also experience oily, so I'm definitely a combination skin type. And then as far as coloring, I sort of have a medium skin tone. And of course it depends on whether it's winter or summer because I'll get more tan in the summer. But typically at like MAC, I can either go NC or NW. It really depends on the season, which I know sounds kind of weird, but I promise you it's the truth. And I can range from like a 25 all the way to a 35. So somewhere in that range. Go ahead and start out with one of the more popular BB creams, and I know that it's particularly popular here on YouTube because Miss Glamorazzi has been talking about it, and it is the Skin 79 Hot Pink BB cream, and this is one of the ones that Jess sent me, so I only have it in this little black jar, so I don't have all of the information that would come on the bottle or the original packaging. But if you guys watch Miss Glamorazzi's channel, which I think most of you do, you guys know that it is the hot pink cylinder shaped packaging, really cute. I do have all of my information that I've sort of been adding in over the last few weeks here on my laptop, so you'll see me looking down because I do want to be able to tell you sort of what the packaging would say just because I don't have it here. So this is the Skin 79 Hot Pink so that you guys can see what it looks like. The Skin 79 I was hoping it was going to be one of my favorites, and surprisingly it was not, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But first I'm just going to tell you that the Skin 79 Hot Pink is triple function. It does have sun protection, it has the whitening effects, and the anti-wrinkle effects. It does have an SPF of 25 with a PA++. Now, a PA stands for protection grade of the UVA. So it's just going to tell you sort of how much protection you're going to get from the sun. And it can be PA+, PA++, or PA++, which is the highest. That gives you the most sun protection. And that's what you would want if you're typically outside all day. Whether you work outside all day or if you're going to be at the beach all day, you probably want a PA++. So this is a 2+, so it's sort of right in the middle. And let me just tell you guys, I think that the Skin 79 is definitely for people with lighter skin tones. It was a little bit ashy on me. The Skin 79 Hot Pink definitely was the most grayish cast of all the BB creams that I tried. A lot of BB creams sort of have a grayish cast to them, but once you sort of, meld them into your skin, they will sort of lose that. But I noticed that with the Skin 79 Hot Pink, I really couldn't get rid of that grayish cast. So I definitely would recommend the Skin 79 Hot Pink for someone with a lighter skin tone. This is what it looks like as you blend it in. It is a really nice and creamy BB cream, very moisturizing feeling, but the grayish cast is just, it's too much for me. So if you have a lighter skin tone, you can definitely go with this, but if you're more in the medium range like myself, I would probably not go with the Skin 79. Also, the Skin 79 is good for people with combination to oily skin type. So it is good for my skin type, just not good for my skin tone. So that is Skin 79 Hot Pink. Next one that I'm going to talk about is by Skin Food, and this is another really popular brand in BB creams, and I have the one in aloe. They also come in mushroom and ginkgo and peach, but Jess sent me the aloe one, and so as you can see, this is more of a sort of orange tone BB cream. Let me just show you the Skin Food Aloe next to the Skin 79 Hot Pink, and hopefully you guys can see how grayish cast the Skin 79 is. So this is Skin 79, and this is the Skin Food Aloe, and you guys can hopefully see the difference there. So the Skin Food Aloe has SPF 20, and it is PA+, so only one plus. So you can still wear this out in the sun, but probably don't wear this out all day. Okay, the Skin Food in Aloe, definitely for people with lighter skin types and definitely good for people with oily skin types. So if you have a drier skin, I don't recommend the Skin Food Aloe. It is a little bit harder to blend just because it is so much drier, and so for me it just didn't work out. I didn't like the Skin Food Aloe. Another thing was this was one of the only BB creams that I tried that broke me out. I'm not sure why it broke me out. I thought it might be good for me because it was a little bit drier, so I thought, it's probably not as prone to break me out because it's good for people with oily skin types, but for some reason the Skin Food Aloe just did not make my skin happy. I don't know if it was the aloe in it was too much for my skin or what have you. I can't fully recommend the Skin Food Aloe just because it did break me out, but it is recommended for oilier skin types, and it is a lighter BB cream, and I would say that the coverage is probably light as well. With all BB creams, you can get some sort of buildable coverage, just like with the foundation. So if you're going to apply more, it's going to build up and you might be able to achieve a more medium coverage, but with the Skin Food Aloe, I just didn't achieve much coverage, so I'm going to say this one is definitely light. Okay, so moving on to my last little jar sample from Jessica. The last one she sent me is the BRTC Gold Caviar. Now this is one of the most popular BB creams over in Asia, and just the name of it alone sounds really luxurious, doesn't it? The Gold Caviar. It does contain both white gold and caviar, so can you imagine just putting that on your face, how great that is? They're both very nutrient rich, and so it's really going to just help to repair your skin and make it look great. So I really love this BB cream. I think that the coloring of it is absolutely fabulous, and I do like the consistency. The BRTC Gold Caviar is definitely the richest and creamiest one that I tried. It does have both whitening and firming effects. They claim that the white gold and caviar really tighten the skin. So this is what the BRTC Gold Caviar looks like on my hand. It is so rich and creamy, and let me just rub it in. This is one of the darker BB creams that I've used. As you can see on my hand, it's not quite as light as, say, the Skin Food or the Skin 79, but here's what it looks like. It just feels absolutely divine on the skin. I would say that this BB cream is light to medium coverage. I could definitely get medium coverage off of the BRTC Gold Caviar, and I definitely think that this could also work on some medium skin tones. So if you're not a super light skin tone, like someone who might use the Skin 79, the BRTC Gold Caviar is probably pretty good for you because it is more of a medium skin tone type color. I will say that the BRTC Gold Caviar is more of a moisturizing BB cream. It does sort of give you a really nice dewy look. So I don't know if I could recommend this for people with oily skin types. I would say dry to combination skin types only for the BRTC Gold Caviar. But I just love it myself. For my combination skin, it worked great for me. This is one that I've worn a lot. The last sample that I got from Jessica is the Face Shop's Flay Beauté Collagenic BB Cream, and I just have this little sample right here. Now this is SPF 35 with a PA++, so this is really good as far as sun coverage. This one, it also has more of a grayish cast, sort of like the Skin 79. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I would definitely recommend this for lighter skin tones. This one also has the most fragrance out of any of my BB creams. So if you're super sensitive to fragrance, maybe skip on the Face Shop Flay Beauté. I can say that all BB creams do have a scent. They have a fragrance. Most of them are completely unbothersome. It's going to smell very fresh and clean, almost like a really nice lotion. It's just going to smell absolutely fabulous, especially for summer because this is such a fresh and clean scent. I can't even describe it. Maybe just a slight cotton or florally scent, nothing too over dramatic, and once you get it on your face and you set it, you're not going to smell it anymore. So this one just blends in sort of like that. I will also say that the Flay Beauté Collagenic from the Face Shop is the most sticky of the BB creams. It sort of has like almost a tacky feel. So you know, if you're sensitive to that sort of thing, which I personally am, you might not love this BB cream. This one supposedly has brightening and firming effects. I don't know as far as the firming because I haven't worn this one enough, but I will say that it definitely does brighten. Even just when you first apply it, it just sort of gives you like that dewy look. I don't know if you guys can see that reflection off my hand, but it sort of just gives you a moisturized feel. This one is definitely light to medium coverage. I think it's more buildable than some of the others, so you can definitely get quite good coverage with the Flay Beauté. Oh, the next three that I have are the samples that I was sent by imomoko.com, which by the way is a great site, definitely trustworthy. If you're interested in picking up some from Legere, they have all their BB creams. These are just the little sample bottles, and you can also purchase these on imomoko, just these little tubes. So if you want to try out some of the Legere BB creams, you can do so without having to purchase in full size, which I really like. So they sent me these three. Let's see. The first one is the Legere White Multi BB Cream, and this one is in the purple tube. The one thing that I will say about all three of the Legeres is that, in my personal opinion, they have light coverage. Again, buildable. You can take it up to a medium coverage. But in my opinion, the three Legere, they just didn't cover enough for me. I'm a girl who really likes medium to full coverage. That's just sort of what I prefer because I do have some discoloration. So the Legeres didn't cover enough for me personally. I will say that Legere in general is some of the darkest BB cream. So if you are a darker skin tone, like NC 35+, like if you are above that, the Legere are probably your best bet because these are some of the darkest BB creams you can buy. So if you are a darker skin tone, then these would be great. I'm just going to let you know that they are probably not the best as far as coverage. So back to the White Multi. This is the lightest of the three. Again, they are darker BB creams, but the White Multi is the lightest. And this is good for combination to oily skin types, just because it's not as moisturizing. It's not as thick. So, you know, for someone that has an oily skin, they probably don't want something as, you know, moisturizing and dewy. So this would be a good choice for that. It does claim to have whitening properties. It has sun protection, you know, the basics. So let me squeeze some of this out. And like I said, this is the lightest of the three. But as you can see on my finger, this is darker for a BB cream. See, it's more orange based rather than gray based. So this is definitely better for someone with a darker skin tone. In my personal opinion, they're almost a little too dark for my skin. And like I said, just not super great coverage. But they are all, as all BB creams are, just really nice and dewy feeling. Very, very nice. I don't find that the Legers are as blendable, but if you have an oily skin type and you're just looking for a nice light coverage, almost that of a tinted moisturizer, then I think the white multi would be good for you. And again, it does have the whitening properties, so it should help you with some of that discoloration and just with tightening the skin up, because yes, this one does claim to have some elastic properties. The next one is the UV Whitening Blemish Balm, and this has an SPF of 34, so this is really good for sun coverage if you're going to be out in the sun this summer. It also claims to be waterproof and sweat-proof. So I was very interested in this one because obviously in the summer, you know, we're all sweating, we're out at the beach, we're at the water park, we're at the pool, and so a waterproof BB cream is really great, especially when it has all of the sun coverage. So the Leger UV Whitening BB cream might be great for the summer if you're planning on, you know, doing a lot of outdoor activities. Again, light coverage, but buildable. I would say that obviously this is good for people with combo to oily skin because it does have the waterproof and sweat-proof properties. So obviously it's going to be better at controlling the oil. The last one is this pink tube, and this is the Water Drop Shiny Pearl BB Cream by Leger. This one has a shiny, slightly glittery effect. So if you're not a big fan of any kind of, you know, glitter on your face, you might not like the Water Drop Shiny Pearl. Now this doesn't have huge chunky, you know, bits of glitter in it, but it's just going to sort of give you that slight shimmer. So if you're not a fan of that, you might not like the Water Drop. Now this is a very dark BB cream. I would say out of the three Leger, this is the darkest one. So check that out, pretty dark. When you put it onto your skin, you can sort of see these little white bubbles pop up. Do you see those? Those are like the little water droplets. That's why it's called the Water Drop Shiny Pearl. And not only are they super moisturizing, but they also have the like luminescence in them. So it gives that sort of shimmer effect. So it's almost like having an illuminated moisturizer built into your BB cream. So that's why that looks that way. So this is one of the darker ones. If you have a darker skin tone, again, NC 40 or up, this is probably one of the ones that's going to work for you. So again, light coverage, this is one of the more moisturizing ones. It does have the slightly dewy effect. And again, it does have like a watery, cooling consistency and effect on your face. When you put it on, you can feel those little water droplets. Water Drop Shiny Pearl is oil-free and supposedly waterproof and sweat-proof, just like the UV Whitening. So the only downside to this one is that it doesn't appear to have any SPF. So, yeah, while it is waterproof and sweat-proof, which would be great for outside during the summer, it's not going to protect you from the sun, so you would still have to wear a sunscreen with the Water Drop Shiny Pearl. But I think that it would be good for someone that had combo to oily skin who's looking for maybe just to add some shimmer without getting the oil. But again, this is a darker one. All three of these are darker. So if you are a lighter skin tone, these probably aren't going to work for you. And even going into medium, they're still a little bit dark because for me personally, they just don't seem to blend as well as the others. So I saved the two best BB creams for last. These are the two that I bought in full size because I knew from a sample that Jessica had sent me that it was my absolute favorite. These are just my holy grail BB creams. I absolutely adore both of them. They are Lioeli, and it is the Beyond the Solution BB cream and the Triple the Solution BB cream. And I just absolutely love them. I have both of them in the 50 milliliter tubes, and I purchased these from lilyshop.net. And they were relatively cheap. I think that her prices are pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and put her link down below as well. That is a US seller, so if you're in the US and you want to get your hands on some BB creams for a good price without crazy shipping, I would definitely recommend her website. I got both of these relatively quickly from her, and like I said, these are just the absolute best. And I wear these interchangeably. This is what I've been wearing for the past couple weeks because I decided pretty early on that these were my favorite. So I'll just switch it out between these two so that my skin doesn't get too tired of either one. Now the first one is I think it was probably the first because it's the most standard of the Lioeli BB creams, and this is the Beyond the Solution. The bad thing about the Lioeli Beyond the Solution is that it doesn't appear to have any SPF. At least I'm not seeing any on the tube. I had heard rumors that it did and rumors that it didn't. So I don't know what to believe, but because it doesn't say it on the packaging, I'm gonna guess that it does not contain any. I love the Leo Welly packaging. It's really cute. You can see the little Cinderella looking carriage on the top, and it's just always pink and gorgeous. This is a pump dispenser, which I really love, so you can just squeeze some out, and it's only gonna take 1 or 2 pumps to completely cover your face. The reason that I love Leo Welly is because this is the most full coverage of any of the BB creams. This is medium to full, and this is the only one that I tried that was full. Well, these two. But this Leo Welly brand in general is just full coverage. The really cool thing about the Leo Wellies is that I personally believe that they're good for all skin types. Right from the dry all the way up to the oily, I think that they would work for you. They're also a very neutral color, not too light and not too dark. For me personally, being sort of in the middle, being a medium skin tone, they work great for me. So again, if you're like me and you're sort of a medium skin tone and you're a combination skin type, these are absolutely perfect. So I'm just gonna squeeze out some of the Beyond the Solution and just show you guys. Okay, so one little pump is going to give you like that much, and honestly that's probably all you're going to need to cover your entire face, because this stuff, it doesn't look like much, but once you start to blend it out, it's just so nice and moisturizing. It just melts right into your skin. It blends wonderfully, and look, it's so gorgeous. It's just unlike anything you've ever felt. It's going to be like the creamiest foundation ever. You can almost feel that it's mixed with moisturizer and sunscreen because it just feels so great for your skin. And as I blend it in, it just sort of, you know, gets rid of all the imperfections on my hand. It's wonderful. It has a very clean fragrance. The Leo Wellies also do have more of an overriding fragrance, but it's just clean and floral. I don't really think it will bother you guys. It's just absolutely gorgeous. They give you a flawless finish. I'm wearing it today. I wear it every day. Okay, so you're probably saying, what's the difference between the Beyond the Solution and the Triple Solution? Obviously the packaging is different. The Triple the Solution is a little more fancy, and really it just has extra properties. The Beyond the Solution is just sort of like a very basic BB cream. It doesn't have the SPF or any kind of special properties for whitening or wrinkle care, while the Triple the Solution has an SPF 30 PA++, so it's good sun coverage, and then you're also going to have anti-wrinkle effects and whitening effects. So really you're just getting like sort of 3 things you're not getting in this one. So I would definitely in the summertime recommend the Triple the Solution, just because it does have that SPF. And as you can see, they're quite similar. Both of these are 50 milliliters, and like I said, they are both medium to full coverage, so I absolutely love these. And the Triple the Solution on the front says, this product makes your skin moist as yogurt, and hyaluronic acid supply moisture and nutrition. And I swear to God, when you put these on your face, you can almost feel it feeding your face. I know that sounds so weird, but when you put them on, it's just like nothing you've ever felt. You can tell that you're applying a multi-purpose product. You know that you're applying moisturizer, a makeup primer, that you have coverage, that you have sunscreen. It just feels so nice and moisturizing. So out of all 9 that I've tried, the Leo Wellies are definitely my favorite. So if I had to recommend any of these, it would be definitely these 2. And again, I will put the link down below so that you guys can purchase these if you're interested. So if you have any questions about any of these BB creams, don't hesitate to ask me down below. Another thing I'll tell you is to be careful of sellers on eBay. I know a lot of people purchase their BB creams on eBay because it's a lot cheaper, but just be careful because there are a lot of fake sellers. So just make sure that you find somebody trustworthy that, you know, maybe you've ordered from before, or that one of your friends has ordered from, because there are definitely people out there making counterfeit product. So anyways, I will be doing a skincare routine and foundation routine coming up soon, where I will actually show you what the BB cream looks like when you apply it to a completely clean, makeup-free face, so that you can see the absolute difference and how full this coverage is. So stay tuned for that. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information. So I will do that at a later date. But those are my 9 BB creams, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give BB cream a try. I swear you will not go back to foundation. I've been using BB cream religiously this entire year so far, and so I'm really excited to be able to share it with you guys, because it's like the best thing ever. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.